Okay, it's Sarah again, and we're going to discuss the one thing you really want to know. Full text. I know, it's really all you cared about all along, was how to get the actual article that you're looking for. You can see here, you'll always have different options. It really depends on the article and relationships with the publishing companies. Sometimes you'll see Full Text Finder. Other times you'll see linked full text. Sometimes it'll just say PDF full text. This database really depends on so many little factors. But let's talk about when you don't see the PDF, because seeing the PDF is going to be obvious. You can print the PDF and work with it, or you can save it to your computer and work with it. But when you see linked full text, that means it's found it in another database that it has access to, and it's going to try and bring you there. In this case, it's connected us with the journal itself, the magazine that it was published in, and we should be able to get the PDF right here. See how it says full text PDF in yellow? Click on that and it'll take you to the PDF. Just again, a review of how we can tell if this is a research article, because every magazine, every journal looks a little different. In this case, we have our long title that's not as necessarily easy to understand, our list of authors and their schools or hospitals or companies or organizations that they work for. We have our abstract, the summary, giving us that background, objective, how they designed it, what the results are, and what their conclusion is. As we scroll, we see still very not exciting, with graphs, charts, tables, and then at the very end, of course, the works cited references list. Again, if they say in the title that they've done a controlled trial, that means they've done research. They've trialed some sort of medication or treatment or something. That's one sign. If it doesn't just say bold, titled, research, like the first one we looked at did, then these are some clues to help you figure it out yourself. So that's how it works when you have linked full text. What about when it just says Full Text Finder? So Full Text Finder is a free tool. It searches all of our databases at one time, and we have hundreds of databases, all for different subjects, some for the same subjects, but they have different collections in them. Clicking on Full Text Finder is going to do two things. One, it's going to see if it can find the article somewhere else for free. It might be another database, it might be through PubMed Central, which is the government's PubMed Medline version, or it'll find it directly at the journal itself. You want to see that this matches your date range, so 2004 to present for everything, and we need something from 2017. In theory, it's going to be right when we click any one of these. Here's our PDF, and we have it. This doesn't necessarily happen for every article. There are times where you will only see the interlibrary loan article chapter request option. It's always going to be here because it's often the case that none of these work. For some reason, the computer is glitched and we actually don't have access anymore. We will always get you what you need for free. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about paying these fees for them. These articles can run, especially in medicine, $50, $60. That's a lot of money, even when you're not in college. So we want to get these for you so that you don't have to deal with that burden. Clicking on Interlibrary Loan will allow you to set up an account. We do this because we only want you to get your articles. We click on First-Time Users to set up your account. Keep in mind, there's a slim chance you will deal with a copyright issue. It might happen, say, December, like the last week of classes, when we have copyright problems because we've requested so much. Everything with a star is required. UMS number is your ID number. It's on your ID card. Delivery location. Freshmen often get this confused, so don't feel bad. It's not that clear. This you want to be able to deal with if you happen to request a book. If you're in a history class or a sociology class or some class that requires you pick up a book when you request it, you need to go to one of our 2 libraries to get it. If you're on North Campus most of the time, select Leiden. This is very likely. Your only class on South might be this one seminar. Don't worry, pick it up at Leiden. O'Leary is the one on South Campus. So if you're always on South Campus, pick up at O'Leary. Or if you're on East Campus, where you live, pick the one that's easiest for you to get to. The key is that you don't have a hard time picking this up. You pick it up where you can get to the fastest. Leiden is north, O'Leary is south. You only have to log in and create an account the first time. The second time, you simply just log in. I'm going to log into my account. And you can see it automatically fills the form in for me. All I have to do is make sure it's right and select to submit it. Make sure everything with a red star has some information in it. It will be emailed to you. You will get an email saying it's ready to print. You log back in here to your electronically received articles and you can print it. You'll have 30 days to print it. You don't have to pick it up. You don't have to bring it back. It's here. And after 30 days, it goes away. So you have plenty of time to get it. If for some reason your request is canceled, it's because we might have it. And if you check the email you get from them saying it's canceled, it might give you a link to why or where. If you can't figure out why it was canceled, send Sarah an email, me, any of the librarians. Ask them if they can help you figure out why this was canceled. And we're happy to do so, because there are times when we have it and you just happen to miss it. It happens all the time. So that's how you get the full text and do interlibrary loan. We have one more video after that to discuss how and where to get help.